Back with Gail Nelson, Journey Counseling, talking about starting and ending arguments properly. There are a couple rules for both the speaker and the listener. We can briefly touch on a few of those. If you were the speaker, the one who's trying to get your problem across, you're starting the argument, I guess.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if number one on the list is if we were brief? That's where arguments derail, because we put it all in the same argument. We put, 5 or 6 things out there, and then our partner's lost. Like, what are we really talking about? So if you just say it simply, what I'm really upset about is this, and then be specific. But again, part of argument, when I taught speech at NDSU, people would spend hours forming their arguments, so it was very clear and concise. We're not doing that when we're in the heat of the moment and we're just triggered and upset about something. So while that's a good idea, it's hard to do.
And you mentioned, okay, so be brief, be specific, no insults or labels. You can't throw that out there. Don't do it.
One, for somebody to have to defend themselves, they say defense is the first act of war. So if they're feeling threatened and need to defend an attack from an assault, it's going to get off track again.
It's that fight or flight. Don't we get that sense of we want to escape?
Get me out of here. And I've heard lots of couples say that usually the female will like follow the husband somewhere because he's like, get me out of here, get me out of here. And that's what they're upset about, is he won't just stay and talk with me.
Yeah.
But it's because she just so overwhelms him that he can't hang in there.
So if you're the listener,
Yeah.
you want to make sure you really do listen, right? It's a tough one to do, though, but don't get so
is.
involved that you're not listening to what's being said.
When even Stephen Covey has another rule for us, is know that it's your turn to listen and not your turn to defend your position. If you can just absorb it, just be a sponge. Can you take it in? Can you hear what that person is saying? That'll make a difference in the ending of the argument, because you'll know, oh, on that one thing, we got some clarity.
So at what point do you bring up your point? Do you? It's okay to do that still, but wait until the other person's finished? Or?
Well, and I think you'd have the right to be able to say, boy, I've heard how that is for you. Now for me, it would be this way. So being able to take turns, and I teach that for couples, being able to say, this is how this is for me, and now I get that's how that is for you. But knowing whose turn it is important.
Those are the key words,
Yeah,
right?
I think cutting, even when you like start to cut them off, or like you said, kind of start to get defensive about themselves, that can actually turn the argument into a different argument.
Well, and then you get 12 things in the same place at the same time, which really the definition of conflict is too many things in the same place at the same time. So we don't really know what we're fighting about. In my office, I have this big gunny sack, and I bring that out and show couples and remind them, like, oh, see, we're talking about all these things at once. And it's just not helpful.
We should make sure and get to this, because this is
That's
great.
right.
What is that about?
That would be the hope, if we're going to go ahead and show them what
Am I putting this on?
Because you're so great about that.
the idea would be that if you can stay cool as a cucumber in an argument, that, we say that term, cool as a cucumber, and I just thought it was just a funny reminder for people to stay cool, stay calm, see if you can put some speed bumps in there, slow it down, but try to stay cool and just talk. Know that person cares and loves about you, or loves you. Maybe we can have an argument that's more specific, and the intention is much more on the hope that we have that we're understood.
I think I'm going to go buy a pair of those at Bath & Body. And then next time I have an argument, I'm just going to put them on. Like,
Put them on.
Okay, I'm upset, but I'm trying to keep
The cucumbers are on.
Yeah.
Well, and I know you said even going for a walk and talking it over.
See if, and especially, females, we like this face to face, and we'll talk like this all day long. But the guys are shoulder to shoulder.
I know.
So if you take your guy, if it's a male-female couple, and you're walking and you're holding hands, it might give you that easier buffer to talk about things.
You're giving a little bit. You don't have to be face to face, but you're going to get your husband's attention.
Because as females, we want to get in their face and make sure they're listening, and that'll send them, as far as the male brain will trip over easier.
I love that people come to talk to you about this. They're not afraid to come to your office. Thank you,
We
Gail.
do have a good time.
Yeah, we appreciate your time. We'll be right back.